from the first snap.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Let's go. Track at 60.
A play fake. Now Penix. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Here we go. Take go.
And looking to throw, Penix. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Here we go, Shaq. Warrior 70. Ready?
Now Penix. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Penix working out of the gun here. Into the hands of London. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 41 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll run with Gibbs. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They'll throw with Penix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Dahl. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. 54 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
7-7, our score after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
Third and 2.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18, 7 Finally, 7 Finally. Trap 60, 60. Buffalo 18.
Off the play fake. Dahl. And that will be incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Able to shake him off. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The Falcons at a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. This pass is caught by London. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Penix to the air once more. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. On third down, Penix from the gun. Buying time to his left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Operating from the gun, Penix. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
In motion comes the tight end left. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. He's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. Zay Flowers from 4 yards out. And the Falcons go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Robinson with another carry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here's a screen for Robinson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Robinson up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Ready? 70 range. 70 range. Here we go.
And looking to throw, Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
To the air, Penix.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Zay Flowers
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
That throw taken in by Gibbs.
And he's got this down to the 35.
18 more yards there and another first down.
Looking to throw. Dahl. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Here's Penix.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
2nd and 10. Off play action. Dahl. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Dahl. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. On the give, here's Gibbs. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Back to throw. Dahl. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They'll go again with Gibbs. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Gibbs. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Dahl. And that's going to be incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
4th down to give to Gibbs. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. They'll go play action here with Penix. Throw caught by Flowers. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Robinson on a give right side.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 20-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he fires one, but incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Looking to throw. Dahl. Got a man, that's Quinn. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Off play action. Dahl. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He'll let this fly deep for Quinn. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage. So if you're taking the yardage now, 2nd and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
A play fake.
Now Penix sliding out of the pocket, and he rifles one incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Penix. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. They have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll go down, and that will do it. for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Second down and 6 now. Penix working out of the gun here. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Robinson looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Robinson again, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Another run for Gibbs here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Gibbs straight ahead. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Lions 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll throw with Penix. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Now he's loose down the left sideline. I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And, partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Operating from the gun, Dahl. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it, and the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
2nd and 7.
And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw, Penix. That is caught.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Robinson with another carry.
5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So